Hello, welcome back to my page, Hamidi Lives in Me. My name is Christine. I write to inspire, motivate, and encourage women as well as men. And my motivation is inspirational books, and I also read meditations on a regular basis. And on a weekly basis, I tend to share one of my meditations. And this one is very interesting, and it will make you really think on some things. And I'm going to call it I Don't Know. Yes, that's what I said. And this meditation focuses on some people have a problem with admitting that they don't know, because when they admit they don't know something, people give them a real crazy look upside of their head. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with saying you don't know something. I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm always looking to learn something new and evolve. If nothing else, nobody knows everything. Only someone that knows it all is Almighty God. Okay, I am faith-filled and fear-free because I know that I don't have to know. Most people will do everything in their power to avoid admitting I don't know. When you do admit I don't know, some people respond as if you are crazy. Adamantly, they want to know, what do you mean you don't know? Contrary to the popular belief, when you don't know and can admit it, you are in line for a great healer or a magnificent blessing. That's what I said. I think that relates to the fact that you are open and willing to learn something new, something that you will let enter your spirit, your mind, and your soul, that will give you a new awareness of something. And when you become aware of anything new, it is a form of healing, because it's giving your body, your mind, and your soul, your spirit, something new, refreshing. Okay, few know-it-alls are blessed with new insights or information. When you are willing to acknowledge that you don't know, you open yourself to all sorts of information and assistance from life. That's what I was just saying. Not knowing may send you on a search. It may open your mind and your eyes to things you have never even thought of before. The things you discover in your search may bless you at some later date, or the search may heal some long-held fear. What a blessing. So when you admit you don't know something and you are willing and open to learn new information, that's what we do all the time. You hear people talking about, well, I want to learn this, but I got to do my research. I got to gather my data and learn and grow and open your mind to new and amazing things. So it is a blessing. So an admission of not knowing is a sign of great faith and trust. It means trusting that even when you don't know, you know that when you need to know, you will know. An admission of not knowing is an act of great humility that leads to the healing of the ego. It is the ego that fosters an internal sense of inadequacy. When you feel or believe you are in some way inadequate, it will always feel as if you have something to prove. So it's our ego that's getting in our way when we have an issue with admitting that we don't know something. It's your ego that will cause you to feel as if you are inadequate. But really and truthfully, you are being just human, because you don't know everything. But your ego prevents you from admitting that you don't know. And sometimes your ego can get in the way to the point that you will continue to resist Resist being willing and open to admitting this, and that cuts off your blessing, cuts off your healing. And then that also will cut you off from getting the information that you need in order to go to your next level. Okay, when you feel or believe you are in some way inadequate, it will always feel as if you have something to prove. And then there you go trying to prove something when you really don't know. But your ego is what they say, flexing or capping and getting or spewing out information that you really don't know what you're talking about. So you need to check yourself and understand that when you don't know something, it is to your advantage to admit it. Just admit it. It's to your advantage to be healed and to get a blessing. Admitting that you don't know is a very loving way to acknowledge that you are absolutely fine with who you are and that you are not afraid to admit it. So that's another thing. When you admit that you don't know something, you are admitting that you are fine just the way you are, and you are not afraid to admit it. It's just another form of being mature. Maturity, you have to get to a level of maturity to be comfortable with admitting that you don't know something and open and willing to learn something new. Okay, admitting that you don't know is a very loving way to acknowledge that you are absolutely fine with who you are and that you are not afraid to admit it. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? I can think of 100 things that I need to know. I'm starting on this new entrepreneurial path, and I'm finding out sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you start listening to other people that are very experienced in this field and experts and have been doing it for years. But yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that I don't know something. I was a nurse. I am a nurse, been a nurse for 36 years, and it's still some things that I don't know. And I've never been afraid to admit I don't know something because it opened the door for me to learn more, become more aware of other things around me, and I'm learning all sorts of new information. So it goes on to say, until today, you may have believed that it was your duty and responsibility to know everything. Just for today, be willing and open to admit that you don't know. Open yourself to receive new information from expected and unexpected sources. Yeah, you got to be open. You got to be willing. It's to your advantage. It's a blessing. It's a healing. And it will move you to the next level of a better and better version of yourself. And that's what we all want. We want to grow. We want to become the best that we can be. Okay, it ends with today when you want to tell yourself, I am devoted to acknowledging what I don't know, finding new paths of discovery, and incorporating new information into my database. There go that word again, database. Everything that you program or learn, all the resources, all the information is downloading into your data bank. We all are going to be data banks. We already are, but it's going to be more obvious in the next few years. We're just going to be data banks. And the more data you have, the more the higher your value and how your work will be. So I just thank y'all for coming to my page, Harmony Lives in Me. My name is Christine. I write to inspire, motivate, and encourage women as well as men. You can find my books on Amazon.com. And when you read my books, you will be inspired. Thank you. Have a blessed day.